How's it going, people of the wonderful YouTube lands? We're going to be checking out 10 shocks of visiting Belgium by the channel Walter's World. I've definitely done a fair handful of reactions to his videos. They're good. A couple people thought I was kind of hard on old Walter in the last video that I did, though. It was things that what was it? Something about things that annoy American tourists in I'm not sure what country. But anyways, I don't have anything wrong with Walter. He's a good guy. I was just kind of picking on him a little bit in the video. It's making it a more entertaining video for everybody. That's all. No hate. No hate for old Walter here. Links down below for his videos, or for this video at least. So you can go over there and subscribe like I did, and hit like on his channel, on his video. So anyways, we're gonna be checking out 10 shocks of visiting Belgium, which is nestled right in between the Netherlands, France, and Germany. Of course, you know that. I'm not trying to educate you. You already know.
Hey there, fellow travelers. Mark here with Walter's World. Today we're here in Bruges, Belgium, my favorite town here in Belgium. It is gorgeous, with amazing architecture, amazing beer and mussels, and all kinds of good stuff to do when you're here. Heck, there's even a Michelangelo, and you'll be shocked how many cool things there are, not just here in Bruges, but all over Belgium. And that's why today what we have for you are 10 things that shock tourists when they come here to Belgium. And one of the things I think that shocks people quite a bit is there's 3 official languages. You'll probably hear at least 4
Yeah, you got Dutch, you got French, and you got a small little pocket on the east side of the country, nestled right there along Germany, that speaks German. That is correct. Usually, though, the main regions, the main areas is is Dutch and French, though.
Languages when you are here, but you'll definitely get the feel that you're in 2 different kind of country cultures when you're in this one country, because you have Flanders, the Flemish speaking part of the country, which has one feel, but then you go to Wallonia, the French speaking part, and there's another feel of it. And if you're looking for those official languages, there's actually a few towns in the east where they speak German, so you'll hear French, you'll hear Flemish, you'll hear German, and of course tourist English, because a lot of people speak English here, which makes it easier for all of us tourists when we do come. And so make sure you do know dank u wel, merci, thank you, and danke, because eventually you're going to use some of those when you are here. But it is
dank je wel. That's Dutch right there. Merci, that's French. I don't know what other ones he said, but you know, it's German.
Shocking when you really do see the differences when you go between Flanders and Wallonia. You actually see the architecture changes, the people kind of change a little bit as well, and how.
Well, yeah, because it's basically cut off. It's not cut off. No, that's bad. Terrible analogy. Terrible. It's, you know, you got one chunk that speaks Dutch, one chunk that speaks French. You know, so that's the separation, right? There is that separation. The part close to Netherlands looks very Dutch. I mean, look at the architecture right there. If you've seen a picture of those buildings out of context, you didn't know, you'd think that that was a picture of the Netherlands. That's just the way it is. Look at the front of the buildings. Like, it just has that style. It used to all be in that same region, connected together, right? And then you got the other part that's right there next to France, and I would assume has a lot of French architecture influence. And Belgium is an interesting country with some amazing chocolate and beer.
Actually see the architecture changes, the people kind of change a little bit as well, and how they act and stuff like that. And of course the language changes, but it's still a great country to come visit. So that is, though, the first thing you notice is those differences that are there in the country. Now, the second thing that'll shock you, I would say, is the morning after your first night drinking Belgian beer. Look, Belgium has some of the best beer in the world. And the thing is here, you might have flavored beers, you have just straight up normal Bock beers and stuff like that, like different kinds of beers you'll have, but all the beer here is fantastic. You will not buy anything else but Belgian beer when you're here and drink it. And the thing is, you'll notice they bring it in these kind of smaller glasses. You're like, wait, there's such good beer, I want to have big beers when I'm here. Look, this isn't Bavaria.
It's strong beer. It's strong beer. I've had my share of Belgian ale, Trappist ales. I did a video where I tried 6 different Belgian Trappist ales. That's on my channel. Go check it out. I did another video actually where somebody sent me some West Vleteren 12, something like that. Best beer in the world, the most rare, hardest to get beer in the world, actually, and it's almost not impossible, but it's almost impossible to just get it in general in the United States. And that was definitely an experience. It was an amazing experience. I still got the bottles back here.
Yeah, where you have a liter beer. Here you have a nice small beer because it can
Left
really kick your butt. Because
I literally have two lefts. I don't think it's pronounced Leffe. I think it's just pronounced Lef. But I literally have two Lef blondes in my fridge right now. I like the Brune better though. The brown, the dark ale, like what they're showing here. It's nice, but it's a commercial beer. It's not the greatest in the world. Trappist ale though. Trappist ale is what you want to look for sure. Some Rochefort, some Chimay, or some like yeah, it was Trappist, Rochefort, Chimay. What's the other one? Westmalle. Westmalle's good.
a beer here can be very strong, and that morning after
Yeah,
can be wicked in your head.
Right there, Rochefort. I think I had the 8. Maybe I had the 10. I got them put in a box. Yeah, I have those bottles though.
Okay, so do have a heads up for that, but do enjoy the beer here. I mean, enjoy responsibly, but you're going to see so many different beers when you go around, and different parts of the country have different beers you're going to try. So make sure ask, hey, what's your local beer? And then like they'll give you a list. You just go start from the top, and we'll work our way down. Okay, but take your time with it because, yeah, I found that one out the hard way many years ago when I was here with my brother. Now the third thing that shocks tourists when they come to Belgium.
I put back all 6 Trappist ales, and people in the video was like, man, how could you have done that? You know, I could only drink a couple. At the time, I drank more, and and it was great. I drank 6 Trappist ales, Belgium. I woke up, felt amazing, no hangover, nothing. It was fantastic. It was great.
Is how many just insanely cute towns there are. I mean,
Cute
yes, you have
towns.
here in Bruges, there's a Michelangelo you can see, Madonna and Child. You can
That's
walk
cool.
at the Grote Markt, the main square, you can go there. The churches that are here, it's just amazing. There's a vial of, Jesus' blood right behind me here. There's so many cute little towns. Going to Ghent and sitting on the riverfront or taking a
Did he just say there's a vial of Jesus's blood behind him there? Is that real? Is that a real thing? They have Jesus's blood there in Bruges? I think he said he was in Bruges.
blood right behind me here. There's so many cute
Wow.
little towns. Going to Ghent and sitting on the riverfront or taking a canal tour when you're there, seeing the castle. Go to Liège, which is great for museums and churches and stuff like that. Go there all
Cool.
down. There's so much to see when you're here. Yes, you can go see where Napoleon, finished his campaign. There's so much to Waterloo, that's here as well.
History,
There's so many
guys.
cute places you can check out that it's funny because you'll be on the train thinking, oh, am I at Bruges yet? Or am I at Ghent yet? Oh, no, that's just another cute Belgian town that you should probably get off and visit. So don't feel that you have to just go to Antwerp and Brussels and Bruges. There's a lot of really great little towns to check out when you're here. So feel free to just hop off the train and enjoy that cute little town because there'll be spires and churches and cute squares and all kinds of stuff to enjoy when you are there. Another
Just make sure the train's not moving when you hop off of it.
thing that's really cool about all these cute towns, Belgium, and the fourth thing that'll shock you, is how accessible Belgium is for travelers. I'll be honest, I've never been anywhere in Europe where I've seen more limited mobility travelers being able to enjoy a city. Wheelchairs, motorized wheelchairs, normal wheelchairs, people in walkers and stuff like that, as I do here in Belgium, because you have a lot of really flat towns. It's a very flat country. I mean, not everywhere, but a lot of it's very flat, and it's very accessible. Big walkways, big sidewalks, stuff like that, and it's
Nice.
fantastic and so easy to get around. So if you are, if you're wheelchair bound, or maybe you're going someplace with your parents and they can't get around so well, Belgium, super easy to get around in. Also, if you like biking,
I wonder if it has anything to do with it being the capital of the European Union. There's more people that's always going to be coming in and out, in and out, in and out. You know what I mean? Politicians, all sorts of stuff. Huh. Or no, well, I guess maybe that city's not, but like Belgium in general, like, was it Antwerp or something, right?
this place is fantastic for biking to get around because it's relatively easy to ride, and the country is set up for bikers as well. So
No, Brussels, I think. Yeah. And yeah, biking. Definitely. I mean, the Netherlands is more cycling friendly than Belgium, from what I hear. Belgium, it's more recreational than what they do in the Netherlands. But
So that's another cool thing. Now, the fifth thing that shocks people when they come here, especially if you're coming here to Bruges, is you're going to find out that there's still World War I munitions that are popping out of the ground. You know, like the bombs and stuff they dropped in the First World War. Not just the Second World War, but the First World War in Flanders fields, they're still coming up. And the kind of the shocking thing that goes along with those things popping up is when you realize that so many towns were just wiped off the face of the map in the different world wars that Belgium rebuilt. I mean, these people are very proud of their country. They're very proud of their regions and their cities. If you go to Ypres, I mean, they rebuilt the city, and you'll see the signs. Oh, rebuilt in 1945, rebuilt in 1954. I mean, the town is younger than probably your grandparents, okay? And you're like, wow, and it's just so amazing that when you see these things, but it shocks you how much this country really was wiped out, but then a lot of it was rebuilt for us to enjoy and for people to see how wonderful this country can be. Now, the sixth thing that's going to shock you when you come here, and more of a fun thing, is how much they really do love the mussels, fries, beer, chocolate, and waffles when you are.
I'm on board with all of that except for the mussels. I'm sorry, guys. I just cannot get on board with it. But the fries, yep, waffles, beer, chocolate, come on now. I could eat all of it right now.
Are here, and they really are amazing when you are here. Like, oh yeah, I guess I should have a Belgian waffle when I'm here. First off, it's not Belgian waffles, they're just waffles, okay? Well, and you'll have that with, you know, the chocolate.
Just like in Brazil, they don't call them Brazil nuts, they just call them nuts.
Sauce on top, because the chocolate's awesome here in any form, just letting you know, whether it's chocolate mousse, chocolate sauce, just chocolates, truffles. Oh my god, so much good chocolate you hear, and you'll be shocked, like, oh no, there's another chocolate place, there's another chocolate place, there's another place that's selling mussels and fries and mussels and fries.
I don't want mussels, but chocolate, I've had Belgian chocolate before. It's amazing. It's amazing.
And they love it, and it is so good. So if you're one of those people that don't like mayo with your fries, just call it what they call it. Get the frites sauce, okay? The fry sauce, and do that instead, and enjoy the fries when you are here with the mussels, because it is great. And the thing is, all these little towns, they have all these great squares you can eat on and enjoy outside, and the people here love to be outside as well, so you're gonna be out with the locals, which is a really cool thing. Now, the seventh thing that's gonna shock you when you come here, though, is the price you're going to pay for those fantastic foods when you are here. I am not gonna lie to you. Belgium is not a cheap place. Brussels is insanely expensive, especially we have a lot of people there that are on expense accounts and stuff like that get to write off a lot of their bills. But we as tourists, we're not.
But that's the thing too. It's like most people aren't going and eating at these places and going, you know, that's all tourist places. Anywhere you go, there's tourist traps everywhere. Everywhere that you go is a tourist trap. It's like, I'd rather eat just in a hole-in-the-wall diner, because it's like everything is so expensive. It's insane. It's ridiculous. It's absolutely ridiculous. I'd love to move to Europe one day, but like, good luck doing that. I can't even afford living here. Trying to move all the way across there. Yeah, I'd love to. People ask all the time why I haven't done it yet. Well, real life is why. You know.
Not that lucky, and so pricing here in Belgium will get you, and it will be shocking sometimes. You're like, wait,
that looks good.
It's a 40 euro menu? That seems a bit high. 25 euros for the mussels? I must. Jeez. Oh, no wonder I'm at a tourist spot. But the thing is, prices are a bit high here, so do prepare your wallet for that shock. So maybe what you do is enjoy your lunch special or something like that, or what we've done is like we'll get the mussels and we'll share it amongst the.
I just straight up wouldn't eat lunch. To be honest with you, I'm not paying $25. I'm sorry. And that's how they get you here, because the food that's cheap isn't healthy for you. The food that's better and healthier costs a lot. And it's like, I can't pay $25 for a meal. And you want to eat 3 times a day? That's $75 a day. No. Hell no. For one person? That's too much.
Family, and then we'll try other things. Like I had the cheese croquette yesterday, and Liam had a little pasta dish, and we had two things of mussels we all kind of shared around, which worked out really.
And the thing is I'd rather just make this myself. Sucks, my kitchen sucks right now. I gotta get my stove's not hooked up, so I'm using like a little hot plate thing. It sucks. Once I get it in order, though, stay tuned for some cooking videos. I used to do that a couple years ago. Can't wait.
Really well, and the fries never stop, okay? So you can always get some more of those, and they're fantastic, all right? So there is that, but just know the shock to your wallet is legit when you come here. I mean, it's not like Switzerland crazy, but just have a heads up. Now, the only thing that might shock you when you come here is when you're spending all that money on the food and enjoying all the food, it's kind of the unattentive service you might have when you are here in Belgium. I mean, I'm not going to lie to you. In Belgium, they don't work on tips. You don't really tip here, okay? So people get a good wage, and so they're working because it's their job. They're not working to help you. They're not working to impress you, to give them more tips. So sometimes tourists can get a little frustrated with that, so just be ready for it. I mean, they're professional, don't worry. If you have any like allergies or things like that, you ask them, they'll know, which is awesome. But just know that when they come to take your order, don't think they're going to come take your drink order, then take your food order, then take your other order and see if you're okay. Just like order everything at once, and it might all come at once, but it's better to just get it out of the way so everything's in the system versus like waiting for them to come back. So just be a little proactive with the service when you are here, and you'll be okay. Now, the ninth thing that's going to shock you when you come here is how safe you feel when you do come to Belgium. I mean, the thing is, you're going to all these little tiny...
You're not going to a big city in America. Literally anywhere else on the... Well, maybe. I mean, there's a few bad spots, but most places in the civilized world is going to be safer than America. Just saying. So that's not shocking. I know this by now, but I guess for an average American or something going there, which is what the video is geared towards, I would assume. Yeah, you'd be shocked because nobody's around the corner waiting with a gun to mug you over there. You know what I mean?
Tiny towns, you're wandering around in the evening and stuff like that, and you feel totally fine. And that's such a great experience. You're really shocked how wonderful it is. But you're also going to be shocked how not safe you're going to feel when you go to Brussels, because it's a totally kind of different world when you go there versus going to some of these smaller villages around the country. So do have a heads up. And
Brussels is probably safe. I'm sure it's safer than Chicago. Guarantee you that.
I think one of the things that where a lot of people get kind of like mystified or upset or kind of like thrown off is when you're in Brussels, you have to realize there's 3 different train stations. The North train station, Gare du Nord or Nord, you're not really going to use that. Don't really go there. You have the Central station or Central. That's where the Grand Palace is. That's where the Manneken Pis is. Okay. You're going to see the sights there. There's that. And then there's the South station, which is Zuid or Midi in French. Remember all the different languages? That's the one you'll take the Eurostar to London or the Thalys to Paris and stuff like that. So have a heads up for that.
And so why wouldn't you use the North one? Didn't explain where it went. How do I know? Maybe I do want to go on the North train.
For that one. But in general, we have not had any problems having our kids wander around and enjoy the parks and see the other kids around here and playing some soccer with them and stuff like that. No problem.
He about knocked the other kid down.
Whatsoever. We felt very safe with our kids. I felt so safe I even brought my parents here as well. So, you know, if I can bring the grandparents and the kids, you know it's good, all right? And then I think the 10th thing that shocks people when they come here, and I'm going to focus this one on Brussels, because this is one of the things that people get really shocked by, like, is like how disappointing, but also how small the Manneken Pis fountain really is. I mean, Manneken Pis is that statue of the little boy peeing, you know? But the thing is, it's life-size, so he's only like this big. And you're like looking around for it when you're in Brussels, and you're like, where is it? Where is it? And then you'll see all these tourists turned around, looking back into a corner, and you're like, well, what's going on? And you're like, oh, that's it. Oh, that's it? And so it is kind of shocking how small it is, but it is worthwhile to go see. And when you're going to see the Manneken Pis so many places around the country, so that is one of those things. And also I would say is when you're looking at...
What's up with the Manneken peeing thing? I need to learn about that, huh?
Brussels in general. I think one of the things is I've always been a little bit against...
Whoa, hold on now. Hold on. Don't click off the video. Keep watching. Hit like and subscribe. Thank you.
Brussels, in general, in terms of tourists, not because it's a bad city, but it's because people put it in a perspective of it's like New York and Paris and Brussels. Don't think of Brussels that way, and you won't be shockingly disappointed. You'll be shockingly happy if you put it more on the, it's like Salzburg or going to, you know, Indianapolis or going to Osaka, something like that gives you a better feel. Anyway, the bells are ringing, which means I've got to go in and have some more.
I've been to Indianapolis. I literally only live like an hour from there, maybe an hour and a half. So yeah, good video. Good video, Walter. 10 shocks of visiting Belgium. Some of them aren't shocks to me though. Some of them would have been, I mean, they would have been prior to starting my channel though, prior to learning about the world, right? When I still had the average American mindset. Now that I've learned a little bit more about the world, it's not so shocking. Some of it, maybe, but you know, the more you know, right? The more you know. You guys have a super fun, awesome day. Hit like, hit subscribe. That would be amazing. And I will see you in the next one. Take care. Bye.